Hello and welcome to another part of Sailing Volupia. In this episode that we sail from Portland to Portsmouth. So we're spending an extra couple of days around the Portland area due to bad weather. Our friend Fletch had to get off, so he went back home to Plymouth. So we done all plans the night before we were leaving, all navigation stuff and weather checking. Then set off just before sunrise on a Sunday morning. We never had much wind at all in the forenoon, and then in the afternoon it went up to 20-25 knots. With the Lupia being such a big heavy boat, I think before we moved any of our stuff on, she's 14.5 tonne, and then with us being liverboard, near enough everything we owned on the boat as well. She's got quite large water tanks and quite a big fuel tank as well. So when the wind is blowing at 5 knots, it doesn't move it at all. So we decided to motor sail for a few hours until the wind started picking up in the afternoon. With COVID-19 and lockdown just being lifted, I think the cruise ship industries took a massive hit. As you can see from these videos, there was 10 plus cruise ships just all at anchor in a line, not too far away from the Weymouth area. 10 miles off land, 40 miles left to go. Left Portland down there, you can just see Portland Bill sticking up out there. And there's a place called Dumbledore. A little bit bouncy. So the first couple of hours of the day that we had no wind to 5 knots. Coming up to lunchtime we probably had 15 to 20 knots, and then in the afternoon we had 25 to 30. I think Volupia's put the first reef in at about 25 knots on here. So in the afternoon, with the winds being a little bit stronger, we decided to stick our first reef in. So you can see the seas are starting to pick up now. There's probably a 2, maybe 3 metre swell at this point, but it never looks like that when it's on the camera. So when we're about 10 miles, maybe 10 to 15 miles away from the Needles, which is the start of the Solent from the direction we were coming in, we got caught in quite a big squall. It was probably gusting around about 40 knots. I had my lazy jacks too tight, never loosened them off enough, and this disaster happened. We also as well ripped off the UV strip on the front of the foresail. So with ripping the stack pack, I thought this was probably going to be able to be fixed, so went down to the local sailmaker and he fixed it for us and then reinforced both sides. It cost me about 115 quid, and it was a good thing about it is he done it there and then, told me to come back in an hour or two's time. So you can see from this photo that we are berthed right across from a submarine. The submarine's up on the jetty. It was a part of the Royal Navy's museum. So the place that we berthed in Portsmouth is Hornet, which is a part of the Royal Navy's Sailing Club. It's just over half price of the other marinas in the area, so we were quite happy that we were getting a cheap berth for the night. It was quite close to everything that we need. I might be wrong, but I think this is the world's only passenger ferry hovercraft. So it just comes up on Southsea. It's quite impressive to watch. Thanks for watching, everyone, and like always, if you haven't already, check out the RNLI website and the links will be below.